Ladies and gentlemen, if this doesn't warm your heart, I don't know what will. Just take a look at Warriors of Africa. Congratulations to the hero of the Burkina Faso Army and Captain President Ibrahim Traoré. Excellent soldiers trained to guarantee the security and sovereignty of the country, freedom and fight terrorism with great strength, preparation, and precise combat techniques. May God bless every Burkina Faso soldier, and may the government succeed. On November 4, 2024, a wave of patriotism swept across Ouagadougou as hundreds of citizens lined the streets to welcome back the heroes of Burkina Faso's defense and security forces. After nearly 6 months on a mission to secure the eastern region, these soldiers returned, not just as protectors of their nation, but as symbols of resilience, courage, and unity. Today, we're diving deep into the mission that sent them there, the impact of their return, and what this means for Burkina Faso's future. To understand why this homecoming means so much, we need to look back at why these brave men and women were deployed to the eastern region in the first place. This area of Burkina Faso, known for its rugged landscapes and remote villages, has been one of the front lines in the country's ongoing struggle against insurgencies and terrorist threats. For years, the eastern region has been plagued by instability. Armed groups, trafficking networks, and violent insurgents have exploited this terrain, using it as a base to destabilize the region and threaten nearby communities. By securing this region, the defense and security forces were undertaking an essential mission, not only to protect citizens, but to ensure that the entire nation feels secure. This wasn't just any mission. It was a test of endurance, strength, and sacrifice. For nearly half a year, these soldiers braved some of the toughest conditions imaginable, from blistering heat to cold, unforgiving nights, from navigating dense forests to engaging in tactical operations against well-armed and unpredictable adversaries. These heroes pushed themselves to the limit. There were days we had nothing but the determination to succeed. Our mission was clear: to reclaim our territory, to bring safety back to our communities, and to show that no part of Burkina Faso is beyond our protection. This mission wasn't just physical, it was emotional too. Many of these soldiers had to leave behind their families and loved ones, knowing the risks and dangers ahead. They forged bonds with one another, built on trust and shared sacrifice. So, what exactly did the mission accomplish? The defense and security forces successfully established control over key territories, dismantled camps used by insurgents, and restored a sense of normalcy to communities that had been living in fear. They helped reopen schools, secured trade routes, and allowed displaced families to return to their homes. The soldiers brought us hope. We feel safer now. For the first time in years, we can live without fear of attacks. The children can go to school, and we can rebuild our lives. The positive impact these soldiers had on the eastern region has been transformative. People who had been forced to live in uncertainty now see a brighter future, thanks to the sacrifices made by these men and women. And so, on November 4th, when the soldiers finally returned, the capital city erupted in celebration. Thousands took to the streets to honor them, a testament to the collective gratitude of the Burkinabe people. This wasn't just a homecoming, it was a moment of national pride. We've been counting the days, waiting for their return. They've made us so proud. They are our heroes, and today, we celebrate their courage. The welcome they received wasn't just from their families and friends, it was from the entire nation, grateful for the security and peace they had restored. This event isn't just symbolic, it has a deeper meaning. With President Ibrahim Traoré and other high-ranking officials welcoming the soldiers, this homecoming highlights the government's commitment to a secure Burkina Faso. It's a powerful message to both citizens and adversaries alike. Burkina Faso stands united, resilient, and ready to protect its people at all costs. These men and women are not just soldiers. They are the backbone of our nation's security. Their bravery and sacrifice remind us that no matter the threats we face, we will overcome them together. This speech resonated with the crowd, as Traoré's words served as both a tribute to the returning heroes and a call to all Burkinabe citizens to stand strong and united. With the eastern region more secure, what's next for the defense and security forces? The government has indicated that this mission was only the beginning of a broader strategy to protect Burkina Faso's borders and eliminate remaining pockets of insurgency. Following the success of this operation, the defense forces are doubling down on training and equipment upgrades to further strengthen their capabilities. Traoré's administration is committed to enhancing Burkina Faso's military capacity, investing in new technology, and building a force that's ready to defend every corner of the country. Another key takeaway from this event is the overwhelming support of the public. In any battle, the role of civilian unity and support cannot be overstated. The welcome these soldiers received serves as a reminder of how much they're appreciated by the people they protect. Our soldiers are our pride. We believe in them, and we know they're out there fighting for us. The least we can do is stand by them, support them, and let them know we're grateful. This homecoming has also helped to inspire a sense of patriotism across the nation. As threats linger, a united Burkina Faso stands as a testament to the power of resilience, pride, and collective. Burkina Faso's defense and security forces have shown us that victory isn't just about defeating an enemy. It's about restoring hope, unity, and pride in a nation. The return of these soldiers is more than a military success. It's a national milestone. As we look toward the future, one thing is clear. With a government dedicated to security, a military ready to defend, and a public standing united, Burkina Faso is on a path toward a brighter and more resilient tomorrow. To all the brave men and women who put their lives on the line, and to the people of Burkina Faso who support them, this victory is yours. Burkina Faso's mission to secure its eastern region and the homecoming of its soldiers provide powerful lessons that other African nations can look to as they face their own unique challenges. This operation showed how a blend of government commitment, military resilience, and public unity can create a strong foundation for national security. Burkina Faso's success is the importance of local security solutions. Rather than relying solely on international interventions, Burkina Faso empowered its own defense and security forces, building an operation that's rooted in understanding local contexts and cultures. For other African countries facing similar issues, this approach highlights the value of investing in and trusting local forces. Nations like Nigeria, Mali, and Mozambique, which have all struggled with insurgencies, can learn from Burkina Faso's commitment to training, equipping, and deploying local forces who know the terrain, understand the communities, and are fully invested in the security of their own homeland. A critical component of Burkina Faso's success has been its public support. Citizens rallied around their returning soldiers, providing not only a morale boost, but also strengthening national unity. This bond between the military and civilians builds resilience and encourages people to see security as a collective responsibility. Other African nations can foster this same sense of patriotism and public support. By organizing public events, creating media campaigns, and celebrating the sacrifices of local soldiers, governments can encourage a culture where civilians see themselves as part of the nation's defense. This approach, which makes everyone feel like a stakeholder, is especially important for countries with diverse ethnic or cultural backgrounds, where unity can be a challenge. Another lesson comes from the clear support and recognition given to these soldiers by Burkina Faso's leadership. Government officials, including President Ibrahim Traoré, were front and center at the homecoming, personally acknowledging the soldiers' efforts and sacrifices. This kind of visibility sends a strong message that the government values its military's work and is willing to support. By publicly backing their troops, African governments can build trust not only within the military ranks, but also with civilians. In countries where there is sometimes a gap between the government and the people, transparency and accountability can bridge that gap. Citizens feel more secure and trusting when they see their leaders fully supporting defense efforts and making security a priority. Burkina Faso's recent investments in training, modernizing equipment, and building its defense infrastructure have all been crucial to its success. For other African nations, this highlights the importance of viewing national defense as a long-term investment rather than a short-term solution. Countries facing threats, whether from internal conflicts or external pressures, can take a proactive approach by building sustainable defense systems. Investing in advanced technology, improving communication networks, and prioritizing professional training are essential for creating a capable and resilient military. This kind of forward-looking strategy can help African countries safeguard their futures while reducing reliance on foreign military aid. Finally, Burkina Faso's efforts remind us of the importance of regional cooperation. Threats like terrorism, organized crime, and arms trafficking don't stop at borders. For African nations, addressing these issues often requires collaboration across borders. By working with neighboring countries, sharing intelligence, and coordinating defense strategies, African nations can collectively address threats that impact the whole region. Organizations like the African Union and ECOWAS can also play a crucial role in facilitating this cooperation and building frameworks that help countries like Burkina Faso respond to threats more effectively. Burkina Faso's story is one of resilience and determination. It shows us what's possible when a nation stands together, committed to safeguarding its people. Other African countries, facing their own challenges, can draw on these lessons to build stronger, more secure futures. As Africa grows in power and potential, its nations can secure that future by investing in local solutions, strengthening regional ties, and fostering a culture of unity and patriotism. Together, these strategies and lessons offer a vision for a self-reliant, secure Africa, one that is no longer merely reacting to crises, but actively shaping its own destiny. Burkina Faso has lit a path for what's possible, and now it's up to other nations to follow that path toward a safer, united continent. Thank you for watching, and let's keep supporting our heroes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments how this story inspired you. Until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and stay united.